Sure everyone, Dancentral here, and welcome to a brand new video. Check me out being all on it with the YouTube videos lately. See, I can do it. I've been off YouTube for quite a while at certain intervals, as a lot of you know, where sometimes I've been off at like 5 months at a time and then come back and then disappeared again. But this time round, I'm actually so far being quite good with them. And I'm even out and about as well. So there we go. So this video is a really quite exciting video for me, because it's not going to be a video that's just with me on my own. This is going to be my first collaboration video in a while. If you'd seen my recent videos on talking about a game you had for every letter of the alphabet, and also answering this person's questions, gaming questions recently, you know what I'm talking about. And that is one of my really good mates, TEMPHUiBIS, who is an awesome guy. His name's Alan, songwriter, and he's a gamer as well, from London. So I'm on my way to London. I haven't been to London in a long time, actually. I used to go to uni in London, so I used to be there all the time, and it was a great experience. London is huge, obviously being the capital, and it's crowded, so many people there. I haven't been there in ages. I think the last time I went there was when I went to see a show a few years ago. So I'm going to London. I'm on my way to the station now. I've actually changed the positioning of my camera now to landscape, so I shouldn't have any skewing issues. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, but there we are. Luckily there's no one around at the minute to see me talking to my phone, so I've got my arm outstretched as well, so it'll look even weirder if someone walked past me now. So there we go. So going to Stratford. Never been to Stratford before in London. It's unknown territory for me, but I'm not gonna, you know, my motto is don't worry about something unless it happens. So until it does, what's there to be worried about? Because otherwise you're worrying about nothing. Oh, I've got a bit of a gate here. Can't really see because I'm pointing it to my face. But so yeah, going up to London now. I'll be at the station in about 10 minutes. I'm then gonna take a train up to London, get across to Stratford, and meet him at the station. And yeah, like I say, you'll either see some footage of me in a bit, either on the train or it'll be with Alan himself. So yeah. I'm really looking forward to these videos. It should be a lot of fun. We've got a good few ideas lined up, and I always love doing collaboration videos, and especially when it's thanks to YouTube that my hair's gone a bit stupid today. Especially when it's thanks to YouTube that you're meeting certain people. It's pretty darn awesome. So yeah, I will check back with you guys in a bit when I should be in London, and we'll get some good videos going with the really awesome TEMPHUiBIS. So. Check back with you in a bit, and yeah, laters. Yo, what's happening, people? This is Dancentral, and I'm now joined by...
I'm TEMPHUiBIS here.
So I'm now in his gaff. So yeah, it's pretty surreal seeing him again in the flesh as opposed to just watching his videos. So yeah, It's awesome.
He showed me what Biohazard Battle is like. You know, never seen the game before, never heard of the game before until Dan told me, and I really do like it.
It's an awesome shmup, as they call it. Shoot 'em up.
Didn't you ever talk about it in your own videos before?
Yeah, I did a challenge video a while back to see if anyone could complete the first 3 levels without using any continues. So. All
right.
Yeah, it's a good game for the Mega Drive. If you guys have never heard of it, check it out online and see what you think.
Okay.
So basically, the point of this video is to basically talk about handhelds. We thought we'd do a bit of a discussion. Good or bad idea? Do you think that, you know, games companies were right to make the game suddenly portable, or was it something that should never have been done in the first place? So can pass over to TEMPHUiBIS, and he's just going to share a bit of his thoughts about what he thinks of them and what his bit of his history is. So
well, when it comes to handhelds, I think it was a fantastic idea. You know, you need it. You need the handhelds here for this simple reason. This bedroom, yeah, it used to be my bedroom, and before, a long time ago, this room did not have a TV. The TV was in the other room. It had the Nintendo hooked up to it, But my dad was always watching stuff on it. My dad was always recording stuff. My brother was always watching his stuff. I had never had a chance to play the Nintendo,
Sucks.
you know. So obviously I needed something to play in here, and there was no TV in here. What could I do? Obviously, the handheld came in handy, and my handheld was the Game Boy, and just enjoyed as much games as possible.
The cat just wanted out the room.
Yeah, I know he always does that.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's the biggest pro for a handheld.
Any particular favourites that you either still own or that you did own in the past?
Well, I know my first game was Tetris, so there was obviously me playing that quite a lot, and then of course, Bugs Bunny, Crazy Castle. Always remember playing that so much.
I owned that as well. Yeah.
Paperboy, Super Mario Land.
Classic.
You know, I had Kung Fu Master at a point. And what else did I get? There was that lovely Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. And there was many other games as well, yeah, but
Donkey Kong.
I never had that for the Game Boy.
Ah, it's good. Classic. Yeah, I mean, I actually never had a Game Boy. Never owned an original Game Boy. I started off on the Game Boy Color. Went to the Game Boy Advance, SP, and then Game Gear.
All right, I got Game Boy Color. Wait, did you say that you went Game Boy Color, then Game Boy Advance SP, then Game Gear, or you had Game Gear before that?
No, my Game Gear was late.
Wow,
Really late. Same as my NES.
That's
I know
unusual.
this is a home console I'm talking about now, but the NES I was late on as well. Really late. I've only had my NES about 5 years, and that was like 80s. So yeah, I was late on the Game Gear. I was Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Gear, and then obviously DS and PSP.
I always wanted to get the Game Gear because of the fact it was a colour screen and it had some cool games. It had cool games on it that I've seen as well. But the Game Boy is all I had. The Game Boy is all I had to deal with.
Shall I tell you a disadvantage though of the Game Gear? It takes 6 AA batteries. Yeah. 6? Seriously?
Yeah, and I heard it burns them out
fast
as well.
It does. Can you imagine trying to then buy 6 batteries again? That's going to be a pain in the freaking arse.
I think the Atari Lynx was 6 AAs as well.
Oh, I just don't understand it. Don't understand it. No, I don't play it too much because it just eats the batteries up like shit. Any particular favourite games across any handheld? Going a bit later than the Game Boy.
All right, so now we're probably talking about PSP now. My PSP don't work.
Okay.
But
Wipeout.
The fantastic PSP games was Wipeout Pure.
Yeah.
And Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
Of course.
Absolute fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Sonic Rivals because that's just me. But decent.
Sonic.
Of course, Sonic fanboy, definitely. Ever owned a DS?
I don't think you're a Sonic fanboy.
I'm a Sonic.
You're just a
Sonic.
You're a passionate Sonic fan.
I'm a passionate Sonic fan.
Sorry, I don't like the term fanboy. Sorry.
I just said it because a lot of people say it. Anyway, no, cool. Sega or Nintendo?
Nah, see, that's tough for me, yeah.
I know, I just thought I'd say it.
Because you see, wait, we're talking about handhelds though, yeah. So Sega, Nintendo.
Sega handhelds or Nintendo? So we're thinking of Game Gear.
All right, so Game Gear or Game Boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Game Boy because the games were still fantastic.
Games.
Game Gear was good because of the color, the screen, everything, and it did seem to. It did have some things that made you want to play.
Yeah.
But when it came to the games were always better. The Game Gear, all it had for me was Sonic.
Yeah.
You know, some of the games were ports. Like Streets of Rage and Golden Axe and all those. Obviously, they were just ports for the Mega Drive and everything. So, I'm gonna have to just say Game Boy, just due to the fact that that's all I had, and there's so many memories I can't ever forget.
To be fair, a lot of the Sega Game Gear games were just ports to the Master System kind of counterparts. So that did let it down a little bit. Although I've got an adapter that allows you to play Master System games on it.
Yeah, that was the best thing about it.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I always loved about Sega, backwards compatible.
Definitely. But then when you get to Game Boy Advance SP, you can play Sonic on that anyway, because then Nintendo bought some of the rights when Sega went to software only, didn't they? So, so that's cool. Favourite games character across through playing handhelds alone? A character that stuck out for you that when you was playing handheld games, that character was always quite strong across the board?
Never really had a favourite character when it came to doing getting the handheld gaming.
Cool.
That was more. I was more getting to the characters when I was playing the consoles more. So I didn't really have a favourite character.
Cool. Fair enough. What do you guys think? Handhelds, good idea, bad idea? I agree with TEMPHUiBIS.
There's only one thing I do not like about this, and I'm going to point it out right here.
Okay.
I don't like when a game comes out on a console, and then the sequel comes out on only the handheld.
And I know exactly what he's going to say, but I'm not going to spoil it. And I totally agree.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
Luigi's Mansion 1 on the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion 2 could easily have been on the Wii or the Wii U, but no, they're going to bring it out on the 3DS, and that's it.
I don't
So
understand.
I have no choice but to buy a 3DS if I want to play Luigi's Mansion 2. There's no point in buying a big, expensive handheld just to play one game, is there? And all that. I really just wish that Luigi's Mansion 2 comes out on the Wii U. I'm planning to get a Wii U because there's so many other games I want to get, and I want it on the Wii U. That's the only thing I hate about handhelds. I like when the handhelds just have their own games.
Yes.
As long as they're still good, enjoy. But don't just take one that's already started on a console.
Yeah.
Rent over.
Because it ruins it. No, I totally agree. Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Why would?
There's rumours that it's going to come out on the Wii U now because a lot of fans have complained, but that's only rumours. Until I see it with my own eyes, I'm not going to be happy yet.
That's fair enough. Another thing I like on the flip side is where they bring out a game, say for the Wii and the DS, although they're sort of the same title game, they got slightly different features to an extent. Like, okay, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, for example, you got it on the Wii, New Super Mario Bros. DS, they differed slightly in terms of certain designs and levels and stuff like that. So I like it when they're not exactly the same.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Just as long as it's out on both of them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, what do you guys? Are you just as frustrated as us that Luigi's Mansion 2, for some unknown reason, didn't make it to a home console? If so, let us know underneath, and that would be cool.
Okay, thanks very much, guys.
Cheers. I've been Dancentral.
TEMPHUiBIS out. Love who you are.
Take it easy.
What other games on PS1 that was fantastic? There was Mortal Kombat, Tetris 2. God, I had so many games. Paperboy.
PS1. Is this bit?
No, this is Game Boy.
Yeah, you just said.
I said Paperboy.
You said PS1 just now.
Did I?
Yeah. You said, what other games on the PS1? Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Let's start again.
That was a great outtake. That's great. That was wicked.
Is it my gaff?
I mean, it's gaff now. I abide by nobody's rules.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about today?
So what I thought we'd talk about is, I don't know why I'm doing that accent, is...
Wait, let me start now.
That's cool. What's happening, everyone? This is Dancentral, and I'm here with one of my great mates, TEMPHUiBIS.
I'm always TEMPHUiBIS here.
And we're just redoing a bit of a video because you just said something wrong. And it was pretty funny. So, yeah, we're basically talking about handhelds. So is it a good idea or a bad idea? So we're just letting Temp over here air his views on what he thinks of them.
Ain't you going to say all the stuff we said before in the last one?
Oh, go on then.